So I don't know how to start today because I just received a court decision from the Russian court, Sholkovo, Moskovská oblast, and they basically just without me, illegally, as usually, they have taken the rights, my parents' rights for my daughter. I'm totally shocked because I received it 3-4 days ago and I don't speak very well Russian, so I translated with GPT chat, but GPT chat made a mistake and translated in the way that I understood. They didn't take my parents' right yet, and so I was kind of relaxed. I said, okay, that's fine. And now today my ex-girlfriend, the mother of my daughter, she just wrote me a beautiful email saying, hey, you are not the father anymore officially. So yeah, my last 3 years fight, it looks like it went for nothing. And yeah, now I'm totally shocked and I have no idea what I'm gonna do. You know, so basically I decided to share my story and maybe search for some help, and as well for my daughter, that one day she will see what is true, where is the truth, and who was the liar, and who harmed her, who has stolen her father. It's so hard that I don't know how I'm gonna cope with it now, whether I'm gonna fight further or I will give it up, but I don't think I will give it up. I have to just go further. But the problem is I don't know how, because basically my daughter, she was kidnapped by her mother from Czech Republic, from the front of Czech police. She just created story on the airport, and they told her she can go with she can kidnap my daughter, it's okay. They said it's okay if you will kidnap my daughter to Russia. The Czech Republic is absolutely fine with it. You know, I think the time the Minister of Foreign Affairs, idiot Lipavsky, he was saying everywhere, obviously, Russia, it's a beautiful country. If you want, just go there, live there. And if you want to steal your baby, your kid, no problem, it's fine. So yeah, so government told me fuck off, Czech police told me fuck off. I was telling them 1 hour before the flight was taken off with my daughter that if they're realizing that the person who is taking my daughter away from me, it's a mentally ill. She was already a few times in the psychiatric hospital, and she's going to Russia, where to get the justice, it's extremely hard, especially for the European people, and especially right now. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's extremely hard. And actually not even for the foreigners, even for the Russian people too, you know. So, and I asked the Czech police if they are aware that I'm never gonna see my daughter maybe. And then they put me in danger. They said, it's not a problem, it's okay. So this is the Czech Republic police, Czech justice system, Czech government, which was like 3 years ago. Now it's a new government, but I don't believe it's any better. Well, in Vienna, even in Russia, in many other countries, you know, when you travel with your kids and you don't have a confirmation from the second parent, they don't let you in. You don't fly. My friend, she went with the 2 kids to Thailand for the holidays from Vienna, and she didn't fly. They didn't let her go because the husband, he stayed at home. They didn't realize they had to fill up this confirmation that the father is okay with it, and they said just, hey, you're not gonna fly. They had to buy the new ticket, they had to come back to Czech, you know, get this confirmation. But the Czech Republic, Czech police, fuck off, no problem. Kidnapping babies, kids, it's absolutely fine. Mr. Fuck you, Lipavský, bastard, and the police, Czech police in Prague airport and Strašnice. I haven't forgotten about you, bastards. Yeah. And so it took me another almost 3 years to travel to Russia to get the documents. You know, I was always in Czech Republic working so hard to make some money, came to Russia. I said to mother of my baby, hey, I want to support my baby, I want to pay the money, but I want to see my baby as well, I'm the father. And it was always, oh, idi na chuj. You will never see your daughter in your life when she's gonna be 18. Okay. So I was just running over the offices, immigration's offices, spend all my money. Instead of getting just one document about my daughter from her mother, and I could get immediately permanent residency and start to work and live there. But instead of this, I had to spend all the money on all the bureaucratic rubbish. And yeah, it was like 2 years in a row. No, and meanwhile, when Maria Isova, pseudo-psycholog in Russia it's possible to make the requalification for psycholog 3 months, and then you are requalified, I cannot say this word, yeah, but you know what I mean, the psycholog, you get accreditation, and you became the family psycholog. Mother who's holding 1.5 years young baby on her knee and screaming at her in front of me that, oh, your father is monster, totally out of order, blackout, psychopath. And that's why she was hospitalized in the psychiatric hospital. But yeah, here it's everything possible, it's everything fine. She says she's okay, and I'm the bastard and the monster and the dangerous for my baby. Yeah, so and one day, when my daughter, she had a birthday, I came to the kindergarten, and when I was visiting Russia and trying to get the documents, I was visiting Russia, and yeah, I came to the kindergarten to bring the presents. And I was waiting 3 hours in front of the kindergarten, waiting for her mother to come, in order to not to surprise my daughter. So I thought, let's do it together, and let's give her presents together. Well, instead of her mother came some strange woman, some gardener, pick up my daughter, and then when I saw her, I said, hey Amy, I'm your father, I'm bringing your presents. And they started to run away in front of me. They started to jump into the car, and then with the car, with my baby, they tried to kill me, basically in front of my daughter. My daughter was shocked. I saw her crying, and I was just jumping to the forest out of the road, you know, because otherwise they would kill me by the car. And I was accused of kidnapping my daughter. Well, the police didn't believe it. They canceled it, but... you know, the funny thing is, so the Russian police told me that they don't believe Maria Isova, They said she's a liar and provocator, so they didn't do anything to me. And they told me to go to court to fight for the right to see my daughter. And guess what happened 1 year later? 4 days ago. I received the verdict that I'm the danger psychopath for my daughter because I tried to kidnap her and I caused her problems. I'm drug addictive. You know, I'm smoking narcotic. I'm smoking marijuana all the times and drinking alcohol and taking other drugs. They just made up the story. Even though I'm like last 5 years I was doing the driver and yeah, I was making the tests, medical tests and drug tests when I was getting RVP, which is residency, the temporary residency. In the end I had to get a temporary residency. Yeah. And they took away, on behalf of this, they took away my parents' rights. Without me in the court, without translator, nothing. They just decided it's going to be like this and that's it. So this is a Russian system, justice Russian system. And then another thing about the justice, Russian justice system, if you're interested about it, is that they sent me to the court 3 years ago for alimenti. Yeah? And which is ironic because when I came by myself, I offered the money. I said, I want to see my baby. I will pay the money for my daughter. She said, no, you will never see your daughter. I don't want any money of you. My parents are multimillionaires from Lipavská, so I don't care. I don't need anything from one of you. And then behind the shoulder, she's going to court. I was never invited officially. She just wrote me the email, Maria Isova. And the 13th of May 2023 will be the court. So I paid like $1,000 just travel 3 days through Kaliningrad to Moscow and then back. I came to court and I told them, hey guys, I don't understand Russian at all. At the time I didn't understand absolutely anything. And you have to use the international agreement between Czech Republic and Russia. And Czech-Russian lawyer, his name is Stanislav Kašicin, who has a company in Czech Republic. He speaks in Czech, but he lives now in Moscow and his family is working in the Czech Republic as well. He was screaming over the court in Rodincovo that we will not agree about anything, we will not use any international agreement, everything will be according to the Russian law. Obviously, me without understanding the Russian and me without a lawyer, even though this is as well funny, you know, I paid one Russian lawyer here 300 euros for 1 hour, she took the money and ran away. Yeah, welcome to Russia. And so I didn't know it, but I found out later now, and I will have to make appellation to the highest court for this. In the Russian law and precedent from 2009 in Russian law, if there is an agreement between the two countries, Russia and the second country, and then at the first place there must be used international agreement. It's above the Russian law. And this stays in the Russian law. They just ignore it. They just said, fuck off. Okay, Russian justice. Then yeah, they said, well, if I don't understand, they have to postpone it for the next week. I didn't understand exactly which day because I didn't understand very well the Russian. I said, hey guys, I don't have the money, I have to go back home and that's it. And then another 2 years, there were like 3 or 4 courts, again, without me, without sending me letter, without notification, without absolutely anything, without international agreement. And they just, they would just suit me without me. And this is all the times here. They don't care. They don't care. Russia doesn't care even about their own laws. This is the ridiculous, you know. By the way, 6 months ago, Russian government used this international agreement and asked the Czech government, Czech court, to bring some Russian people, some Russian refugees from the Czech Republic, because they said they're criminals. And Czech court took the action and 2 months investigated and then made decision. It's not important whether negative or positive result. The important is that they used this agreement and they did it according to this agreement. But if me, simple person, simple father, who is absolutely no one for them, ask for this, then just fuck off. But because in 2009, highest court, or higher court in Russia decided in such a case already that there was a must. The court at the first instance they were obligated to use this agreement. Then I don't want to say that the Russian justice is 100% shit, So obviously some people working here and some people, they are able to make the good right decision. So, and this is what I hope it's gonna happen. That now somehow I will try to ask for the new process and make the new appellation, even though I have already missed the time, because I received the decision 1 day before the end of this free period to make appellation. So this is it, and I'm now, I don't know, they have already sued me. They give me 40 hours to work for the city as a punishment, and now they're saying I have to find a work. I've been already 6 months searching for a job. It's so hard, no one wants me. I'm probably from the enemy country or whatever, I don't know. But what I'm very, very disappointed is that in the end, because I was forced to come to Russia, I had the two choices. Either forget about my daughter and lose my baby, which I didn't want it because my father was in the prison in the 70s. He was political prisoner from Czechoslovakia, communist Czechoslovakia. They sent him for total bullshit, political bullshit. Then he immigrated to USA, and I've lost my father for another 30, 40 years. And I don't want to do the same to my daughter. So I'm fighting like hell, and so far it's for nothing. And it's really, really hard. It's very, very hard. So, yeah. I want to see Amy. If you see it, Amy, one day, believe me, I love you so much. You cannot even imagine how much I've done for you. I slept in the forest in the Moscow. In the winter, I was working like as a courier to make the money to come here to pay documents. I slept in the car in the -4, in the small Skoda Fabia. I have videos, I have everything. I will post it here, and I will post it on the website which I'm now creating. And I'm just making the RAC system with the Russian justice law and my case, which will be public in the end. And yeah, I hope, Amy, you will see one day everything. I know you are healthy now. You are not dying by hunger or in the war, even though you live pretty much close to war. But I hope everything's going to be okay. And yeah, tomorrow I'm going to police to report